do is, that poster, once we made a few posters, we then email them out onto our mailing list. So we make brothers, sisters aware of all the programs that happen all around the world. I mean, mainly, there's a majority of them, 90% around the UK. And what we do is we send these posters out to the brothers and sisters so they can see. Now, some people might say, oh, I might live in London, and you've sent me a poster which might be for Manchester. The thing is, though, this poster that you might get for Manchester, you may be going up there, or because there are brothers and sisters who travel up and down the country, or you may know somebody who's living, in Manchester or in London, who you might be able to forward the poster to. Or tell them about it. And so what we do, we mail shop the posters out, so it keeps you informed of all the events that are happening, around the UK. And mashallah, alhamdulillah, the main events, the main things which happen with the Darloon and stuff, alhamdulillah, I do the posters for.
MashaAllah. So obviously with this, guys, everyone listening, go onto the website www.islamicposters.co.uk. If you sign up, if you're like me, you travel around visiting family and things like that throughout the UK, it'd be a good idea because, like you said, you send all the events throughout the UK. So say, for example, if I was traveling to Leicester or Bristol or something, I might have had a email from these guys letting me know that there's an event that just happens to be on that day that I can go to. So, subhanAllah, it's excellent work that you're doing.
We would expect everybody to actually mail shot it out as well. So if they have a mail, which we have a lot of organizations like yourself, when they get the posters, who we do pull it, they also send them out. There's brothers out there, mashallah, who also put them on the forums around. And another thing is as well, which is really important, the work that we do up and down the country, whenever we make these posters, there's imams and there's mawlanas up and down the country who are on my mailing list. Now, when they see the events that are going on in one part of the country, it inspires them to do a similar event as well. So this is another thing, is a form of inspiration to a lot of people, a lot of things, of doing events like we were doing these summer fairs. And now other mosques have also cottoned on to that and doing some of it to raise money. And they look at the stuff that we do on the back of our posters. So this is another thing that we actually do there. With the it's a central point. And one more thing is that when we have a big Qari coming or whatever, we make a poster, the brothers from other mosques, when they find that they're here, they can get through to us and they can find out who the organizer is and they can contact the imam, or the mullah, and probably get a program for their town or their city or wherever they are as well.
So it's an excellent way of networking as well, subhanAllah.
It's a massive networking, alhamdulillah, and it's growing day by day. It's influencing people all around the world, alhamdulillah, and that's what we want to do.
And the good thing as well is it has a good image. It's done professionally. It's not tatty. It's done professionally, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for that. Brother Rizwan, you had some questions you wanted to ask about Bilal himself.
Yes, subhanAllah, I'm so impressed, subhanAllah, how this has gone, from a small thing that you've started locally to, something which is affecting and benefiting people globally. How long is it that you've had the organization up and running then, brother? How long was it since you had the initial idea?
It was Ramadan, this time Ramadan, when I thought about it. It was this time around in 2006.
Okay,
it was 2 years ago that we thought of this to actually start, and alhamdulillah, we started. We were doing posters before that, but the website idea, we thought about it, and I spoke to my cousin, Shahid, who's probably listening now, who I want to give salam to, and I'd like to thank him. I don't know how much I can thank him or how I can thank him, just make dua for him, that he was there to actually help me to develop the website. I didn't know about website. I had to look around, and mashallah, he helped me, and we set the website up.
MashaAllah.
Can I just ask, just as an inspiration to other brothers and sisters listening, who have got the initiative to do something, want to do something, but maybe just haven't got the confidence, or don't feel like you'll progress or be as successful. How old were you when if you don't mind me asking, how old were you when you started doing this work?
The thing is now, brother. I mean, can I just tell you a quick story about myself?
Yeah, no problem.
I had a good job. I used to work for a telecommunication company, but astaghfirullah, I was away from Islam. Okay. I was so far away from Islam, you wouldn't believe, because I got caught up in the money trap and in the working trap. I was just away. Now, another thing that I was doing was I was doing computers. So I don't know. I mean, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made me do computer, and now mashallah, you know what I mean, I'm using what I learned in my computers, everything, and it's brought me more towards Islam. Yeah, now, I mean, the story goes, when the new mosque had opened and they needed help making presentations stuff, I knew the knowledge. So from that, I came into the mosque and I got attached. And from there, all this started. And now I'm 38 years old. 38 years old, and I was 36. So it's never too late, and you're never too young. I mean, another thing that we do now, I don't know if you know, 2 days ago, we launched a forum. I don't know if Mullah is going to ask me about it, but we've got a new forum, we've just got set up.
Inshallah, we're coming to that. The brothers and sisters, you listen to Radio Ramadan Cardiff and 87.7 FM, you know, it's quite emotional. And brothers, look at this age, mashallah, people, youngster who's not an alim, who's not, you know, he hasn't studied much of the deen, he's connected himself to the masjid, he's serving his local masjid, and at the same time he's serving the whole world. And you know, and with that he's doing his own job, and this is just fi sabilillah part-time. And Brother Bilal, just one question, you know, what is the thing behind it which motivates you to carry on? You know, you could do, sometimes you get an idea for 6 weeks or a month or something, then you say, forget this, you know. What's keeping you going?
The thing that's keeping me going, alhamdulillah, first is my family. Number two, it's the love for the ummah. And now, when I look back at myself, at how I was, and I mean, I'll give you an example. I go to an event, I sit there. They have ulama there who's speaking in Urdu. Now, because I was born and brought up in England, I don't understand what they're saying half of the time, because they use big words, in Urdu, which I don't understand. Now, so, because what we started to do, I thought, hang on, you know me, what we'll do, we'll make these posters, we'll make them easily to understand as well. And there's a hadith of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which goes, whoever guides towards a goodness will get the virtues equal to the one who performs the goodness. And that's it in Sahih Muslims, Now, what I think is that every person that looks at that poster, that turns up to that event, and it changes his life, or even turns up, I will get inshallah the same virtue and the good deed for that person attending that, even though I might not be there.
Subhanallah. Very inspirational story there.
Yes.
And the whole thing, you know, I think is definitely should be an inspiration to all the people listening.
For those who have just tuned in, you listen to Radio Ramadan Cardiff 87.7 FM, and we have Brother Bilal from the Islamic Posters. And to find out more, if you've missed anything, the best thing to do is to log on to the website, which is www.islamicposters.co.uk. So we're just saying that, you know, that it's a very, very inspirational to hear your story. I'm sure there's hundreds and thousands of people listening who can relate to you, and probably in the situation that you've mentioned, and subhanAllah, want to make an effort, have got the intention to do something, but maybe, you know,